Mayhem 1. This isn't like, oh, this is what our damage is in-game. Nothing like that. Unfortunately, we can't... Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck? It's so good! Oh my god! Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Borderlands 3. We are on the final boss in the game. I'm sure you know who that is if you have played the story at all. We're here because this boss drops a legendary weapon, and we are here to cover it today. As far as the boss fight itself, Tyreen looks a little different, doesn't she? We're just going to fill her up with splash damage to the best of our ability and try to focus her down in this first phase. I mentioned with the splash build that there's some instances where it scales really weird. This is one of those instances where it's like she doesn't quite take enough damage to get grenades back. The grenades don't orbit like they normally do. And in these situations, I just switch over to the flacker because they deal splash damage to the boss. And it can return grenades to my character as well. This is being played on Mayhem 3, so this is the hardest version of the boss that we can get, aside from True Vault Hunter mode in Mayhem 3. The boss periodically does kneel down like this and exposes a weak spot on her back. If we can focus that weak spot, then we are going to be having a pretty good time. She does fling you off, and it can be a little difficult to get the angle on it, but she's already at half health, so I'm not super worried about that. As the fight progresses, she does continue to spawn more and more adds, which makes the splash damage build for Moze really, really easy to pull off. She has phases where she goes into the sky and presents you with a little bit of bullet hell gameplay, this time with fire. She is not immune while all of this is going on, so if you shoot at the actual boss and not at the projectile, you can still continue to deal damage. With the adds out on the map, I'm going to start throwing some grenades and hitting the bosses as best as I can. She is immune yet again, and I can get some free damage up on the eye there. You actually don't have to climb on her back if you're looking for some tips for this fight. All you have to do is move to the side and get an angle on that shot. If you hit that weak spot at all, she'll drop her guard, and then you'll have a much easier time hitting that as well. So you don't actually have to do the climb mechanic if you don't really feel like it. Case in point, right here. Another form of the bullet hell dodgy stuff is this rotating death thing. Cylinder. I don't really even know what to call it. That thing can hit really hard. And if you go in at the wrong angle, it can hit you multiple times as well. So try to look out for that. She's still immune to damage. It looks like we might have a chance of hitting her here. No, doesn't look like it. I'm going to climb up there anyway, though. You can climb on her character from the back or from this forward-facing arm, as long as one of the bugs doesn't knock you off. Oh, she wasn't immune. We pushed the phase. Hey, we did it! Dope. Hopefully she drops her weapon really early on. I've actually never used this one, so this one is going to be insightful for me if we get it. We do have one legendary, but it does not look like a weapon. Oh, it is a weapon. From that angle, it looks like a class mod. It's a Torg, so that is not what we are after. All right, reset, do it again.
Watch out!
Okay. Fell through the... Never done that before. So this is the King's Call. I finally got it. I think there is a Queen's Call as well. Although I'm not sure what the difference between the two are. I think maybe it'll be attachments. This particular one is a fire element, although this can drop as any element. So if you wanted to sit here and farm this boss for quite some time, you could get the element that you wanted. It took me, I think, 10 kills on Mayhem 3 to get this, and maybe you can lower the difficulty and have a higher chance of getting a King's Call. I believe by playing on a higher difficulty, we have a better chance of getting it anointed. So that's kind of what I was going for. I cannot imagine farming this. I cannot imagine farming this to get the element you want with an anointment that you also want on top of it. That is the real grind right there. This particular King's Call has 845 damage, 70% accuracy, a handling of 69. Reload time of 2.4 seconds. Fire rate doesn't matter. It's a Jacobs. It shoots as fast as you can pull the trigger, right? And a magazine side of 6. It has negative 29 weapon damage, plus 10% increased critical hit damage. Consumes 3 ammo per shot, so I guess we're only firing 2 at a time. And the cool effect of this particular legendary is critical hits return 3 bullets to your magazine and ricochet 3 bullets at the nearest enemy. Look at that. That is a cool looking gun. How's it fire? Good travel time on the projectile. Looks like it's instant. So 9 shots. I thought it said 6 in the capacity. Wait, why do we have more? Okay, I moved the item back over to my, or I moved the item over to my siren, not back over to my siren. And now it has 8 shots in the magazine. I have no idea what is going on with that. It's supposed to only have 6. Anyway, I'm actually really excited to try this one out because the fact that the critical hits can ricochet means, I think, that we can couple that with the ricochet that the siren can already get and send this fire damage just all over the screen super duper easily. Should not be that hard at all to come up with a talent build to make this one work. I'm really looking forward to it. I picked up the talent that increases our magazine size by 20%, hoping it would put me up to 10. If I can get 10 shots, then that means I can fire this 4 times instead of 3, but alas, not able to get it there. All right, this is what we threw together. We have Anima for the status effect damage, and converting our base damage into our action skill element, which in this case is corrosive. Unlike normal, I don't know why I put 2 points in there to lower the tree. I put 2 points into steady hands to increase our accuracy and handling to make the weapon a little bit more usable. We're not putting any points into wildfire. I want to test how good the ricochet is, not necessarily how much we can spread the elements around. So when you see an element on another target other than the one we're attacking, it is because of the indiscriminate effect, which is a ricochet chance of 30% on normal hits and 60% if they're picked up in the air. And from the base weapon's ability to ricochet as well. I think comboing these two together is going to be so insanely good. We also have Life Leech as well as Conflux. We went over to the blue tree to grab reload speed, status effect chance, and most importantly, more accuracy and more critical hit damage as well. Then just survivability stuff mostly here in the green tree. I don't know how to survive without helping hands, so we wouldn't pick that up, and grabbed personal space for more damage to up close targets. I do regret not grabbing Dread. Okay, we're gonna move 1 point from here and put it in Dread. That's the plan. Dude, I got a smile on my face a mile wide right now. I have such high hopes for this weapon. I hope I'm not disappointed. This is on Mayhem 1, like we always do for my Siren, because I haven't quite figured out how to scale her up to Mayhem 3 yet. Still working on that. First enemy today. Oh, we are not starting off easy. A hardened Tink Tank. So we'll get his shield taken off, lift him up, and get those critical hit. Oh, you can literally see it. Oh, they can home back into the target if he's the only target around. Oh my fucking god. I just killed myself. What the hell? Look at that. Look at that just weapon. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay there. Hold on, bud. What are you doing? You stealing my... He just fucking bailed. He was actually going to be the hardest hitting target here. Did the explosion from the critical hit, is that what killed me?
Ready to unleash this power.
Okay, so we just killed that little dude in the back, and the homing missiles did not go into this turret here, which is weird. I expected them to. Uh-oh. Grenades are too strong. So that guy definitely got hit with a crit. It ricocheted back into him. Yeah, okay, so the homing on the critical hits isn't crazy far. but the fact that they can home back into the target that you're already attacking is pretty ridiculous. Look at that. This is versus an anointed. He's probably the hardest hitting enemy here, or the tankiest enemy here. The better your aim is, the better this is gonna go as well. Oh my goodness, I'm blown away by this, dude. This is going so much better than I expected. So much better than I expected. Oh, I wish my aim was better. What's beautiful is, if we kill someone while they're picked up like this, it automatically reloads our gun as well. So we could potentially, again, if my aim was better and I could actually hit these guys in the head, we could potentially clear out a room without ever reloading, which is crazy to think about. Look at that, dude. My God. This is already off cooldown. I could just pick this fucking guy up again. Go for the headshots. They loop back into him and kill him. Insane! Actually insane! Oh, hey, bud. Didn't see you there. Sorry about that, anointed zealot that I just killed in one fucking magazine. Chamber? What do you call the side of a magnum? What do you call that part? I don't know. I don't know what you call that. Dude, my jaw is on the floor right now. This is so much better than I thought it was gonna be. So, incredible, incredible weapon. Dude, Jacobs historically has always been my favorite manufacturer. I love Jacobs weapons. You pull the trigger one time, and that's usually enough. And this is making me feel that again. I haven't really gravitated towards a single... Look at that. I haven't gravitated towards a single Jacobs weapon in this game yet. This, I think, is going to be build defining for me. I want to use this as my main weapon. Let's see how it does on the boss. Again, Mayhem 1. This isn't like, oh, this is what our damage is in-game. Nothing like that. Unfortunately, we can't... Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? It's so good! Oh my God! Oh, we found our weapon for our siren. We finally found it. We finally found it. Holy shit, dude. Unbelievable. It does take up a very large portion of the screen. Maybe some... I'm trying to find one negative of this gun that maybe would make people not like it. But then again, what weapon doesn't take up a big portion of the screen in this game? One-shotting enemies. This is a Mayhem 1 proving ground. And when I actually get that critical hit, it's enough to one-shot these guys. So let's see how the ricochet... I'm just killing things. It's just killing things. I can't get a critical hit on that guy because his back is to me. But we could focus on killing other things while we have that guy phase grasp. Oh my God, my aim. And then potentially the homing shots from the... That wasn't even a critical hit! That wasn't even a critical hit! I was gonna say the homing from the gun could go to another... Could go back into the guy that we have phase grasped and kill him. Dude, I am blown away by this gun. Dude, we really did save the best for last with boss weapons, didn't we? Goodness gracious. Here's the badass. This is what I was waiting on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Absolutely incredible. Now I'm thinking about what element I actually want to get on this weapon. I think radiation might be the best. For me, anyway. Because the siren can apply incendiary whenever she wants, or any effect, really, whenever she wants. Look at that. Getting incendiary, or getting radiation on this might just...
Who's next?
Ah! Getting radiation on this and exploding enemies might just take it up to an even further level that I don't even fucking know about, you know what I mean?
Fully
Look at that. This is the fastest you can shoot it. It's a Jacobs, so as many as you can fire per second is as many as it'll do. So if your aim was better than mine, you could be getting critical hits this fast that spawn homing project. Ah! Incredible. Incredible weapon. I am so pleased to have found this. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm so happy. Dude. Let's see how this armor guy does. I can't hit him in the head. There we go. Just deleted. Just deleted. All right, this is my weapon. This is my weapon. This is my siren weapon. This is it. If you can get something that has a higher magazine capacity, it'll be even better. I really think that would take it up to the... like, I don't know which parts are interchangeable. I don't know how the King's Call is different from the Queen's Call. That's going to take more farming. And unfortunately for tonight, I don't have time to do that. Maybe we'll revisit this one in the future again, just because of how much I like it. Fantastic weapon. I encourage everyone to farm this one. After this video, we are going to start to take a look. One shot. One shot. This guy, I didn't even shoot. That was just ricochets. Okay, I guess we should say that the ricochet description doesn't quite line up with what I thought ricochet was going to mean, but it still is seeking out other targets.
Say it with me.
I don't know where that one went. When I was thinking ricochet, I was thinking like the Amara talent, which would cause it to just go to the nearest enemy. This one does have a proximity, and I suppose that is worth mentioning. That probably is worth mentioning. Absolutely incredible, though. Blown away. If you can get a bigger magazine size, if I had one more bullet in this gun and then got the talent to increase our magazine size, that would make it so we could fire the gun one more time, which is a pretty big DPS increase. But having a magazine size increase from my talents with this particular gun, with this version of the gun, wouldn't do me any favors. Where's this guy's critical hit? It does require a lot of precision, right? We showed off the Moe's build that I've been clearing Mayhem 3 with on the channel, and that is just like throwing bombs down a hallway. It's gonna do something, whereas this is much more surgical. This is like using a scalpel to kill enemies, because you have to hit the critical hits on this to get the most out of it. I mean, even if you don't hit the critical hits on this, it still does a lot of damage. But critical hits mean so much more with this weapon than they do with most of the other ones that I use. Anyway, how did I shoot that many times? Oh, because it returned it back to the magazine. That's amazing. God, this gun's so good. This gun is so good. God, this would be even amazing on Moe's. You could use this to... you could use this in a Moe's build and have a chance to return ammunition already built into the gun, and that means when you critically hit, it would return ammo to the gun, and then on top of that, you would be... Thank you for watching today's video. Next, we're going to start to knock out side bosses, side missions, side quests, and getting legendaries from those. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you again very soon. The downside is I don't know where this guy's critical hit spot is, so this could take me all year to kill. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. See you next time.